Get it in. All right, let's do this.
That is completely unrelated to music stuff is a story about a duck. If you were to go grab a drink with an animal,
it's gone slow.
Gone
lazy.
What animal would you grab a drink with?
Grab a drink with?
Yeah. What animal? Yeah.
From like what climate type? Like
anything, any animal.
Any animal I wanted.
Yep.
A drink?
Yeah, drink. Go out to a bar, grab a drink.
Probably a koala.
That'd be a good one.
I feel like a koala has seen some things, you know?
I'm just trying to think of one that would just be chill. Just like
Monroe. You'd grab a drink with Monroe.
Yeah, where is she? She's not in the shot right now. But you know, yeah, that's my answer right there.
Okay.
A cat.
Well, there is a duck in Cholmondeley, North Devon, which is in the UK.
Yeah.
That is almost like a mascot to this bar. The owner of the old courthouse owns a duck that wears a bow tie, and he actually drinks beer.
Yeah.
Like he actually sticks his bill into a beer glass. I'm not sure if he's 18 yet, but I don't think that law applies to ducks. Hopefully.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. But an unfortunate thing happened.
Somehow.
An unfortunate thing happened to him.
Yeah.
This past week.
Failure.
Actually, he got attacked by a dog. Yeah.
Where did you find this story?
A duck wearing a bow tie suffered injuries following a brawl with a dog in a pub. So
is he alive though?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's fine.
Man. Okay.
But this duck got into a bar fight with a dog. So that was my other bit of news that I was bringing up before Owen suggested that we talk about the Grammys, which is actually news.
That last one's just a tragic story about that poor duck.
But
he's just down on his luck.
Yep. Duck down on his luck.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, yeah, I'm glad that I was able to snuck my recommendation in there.
Yeah.
Last minute.
This final article is the one that I'm really excited about. Like, forget about the Super Bowl halftime show. Forget about Spotify. This is the real news.
Ooh.
So here's the headline.
The surprise, eh?
Canadian man fined for singing loudly.
Oh.
What?
Poor guy.
So, a Montreal native was fined $149 for, quote unquote, screaming in public. He was driving to the grocery store when a police officer pulled him over. The officer asked for ID and whether or not he had been screaming.
Oh, no.
And do any of you guys have any guesses of what song he could have possibly been singing along to?
Maybe like
in his car?
Singing in the Rain.
That's a good guess.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like maybe something Justin Bieber. That's the first thing I thought of. I don't know.
That's a good guess.
I don't think that's what it is, but that's what I guess.
It might be a hip song too. If it happened recently, they played it on the radio.
Then shame on them if that was a hip song.
It wasn't. It was the old school classic C+C Music Factory hit, Gonna Make You Sweat, more commonly known as Everybody Dance Now.
Right. Yeah. Oh, nice.
That's a pretty funny find.
Well, he's having a good night till then.
Yeah. Wow, poor guy.
I wonder how common
He's just
that
loving
is.
music.
What do you even call that fine? Like,
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
what are you in here for, man?
Singing loudly.
Singing too loud.
Teach C+C Music Factory.
That's kind of like, I don't agree with that, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah.
I really don't.
Freedom of speech.
There's freedom of singing.
I really don't like it when people sing loud.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
Austin
you're
would-
actually for it.
It's like, don't go to Montreal. You'll be locked up, Austin.
You guys all know this song, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I had a different one in my head. Okay. He was singing this?
Yeah.
Screaming this.
Oh my god. That's funny, man. Well, then, you know what?
You know what? I'm gonna start
for those
singing
cops.
louder
Yeah.
It's like we're not singing loud enough if we're not, getting fined.
just to rebel.
Yeah.
We should sing really loud out front of the school.
So what do we do? Like, we should
while
help
they're
this
striking.
guy.
Yeah, is it like free this guy right now? Is there like
Free?
is there a page I can follow?
He
Or?
is fighting the ticket. Actually, I will.
Okay.
I'll
I
quickly
would-
pull
Well,
it
we
up.
could go on strike
Let's sign a petition.
Go on strike.
How he
and
should
help
get
this
a
guy
ticket.
out.
Let's go on
We could
strike.
stage a walkout.
Make it go
Yeah, we
fund
could stage one.
Okay. It says that right now he's contesting the ticket. He says,
Challenging?
I understand if they are doing their job, they are allowed to check if everything's okay. If I kidnap someone or if there's danger inside, but I would never expect that they would give me a ticket for that.
Yeah, I mean, if he was like
have a bummer.
super dangerous, like he's like aggressively singing.
At someone like really singing at someone. Like, it's like a stranger.
There's a big part of the story being left out, I feel like.
Like,
Yeah.
There's more to it, yeah.
Like he was naked or something.
Yeah.
Everybody
Something
does
weird
that.
went
Or
on there.
like, he was probably given like so many warnings or something. And
Yeah.
it's like, all right,
They're
buddy.
He was the guy. He was known as that singing guy that just yells at you out of his car.
Finally
jeez.
got busted. Yeah, he definitely got
Middle
told a
section.
bunch of times before I got the ticket to stop singing so loud.
Yeah, I don't think you can just be singing and someone just like hands you a ticket.
Yeah, I know.
But
That's
I mean, if
awful.
someone calls the
Canadian.
police on you and they show up, I mean, they sort of have to do something.
Guys,
I mean,
but they
I
could
guess
just tell you
technically
to
not.
like
They
stop
don't have
singing
to.
as loud.
Warning, whatever.
Maybe, yeah.
Just
Like,
to play
dude-
devil's advocate.
Yeah, that's
Well-
pretty excessive.
Maybe it was after 11 o'clock.
Mm.
Like,
I mean,
or,
he
like,
was
whenever there's noise
the
pause.
grocery store.
Yeah, it was 4 a.m. or
True.
something.
Maybe it was
4
like
a.m.
one of those really late night grocery stores.
Yeah. 24/7.
But you said it's in Montreal, right?
Oh, they could.
So
there's
did
probably,
you know that there's actually you can't even get fined for public intoxication there?
Really?
What?
You're allowed to drink in public in Montreal.
But not
Yeah,
singing.
you're definitely you're allowed
just
to drink
learned
at
that, though.
picnics. I know you're allowed to drink at picnics.
Oh, that's what it was.
yeah,
picnics?
Yeah, and you can bring as much alcohol as you want.
Dude,
I told you this.
I'm pretty sure
you can drink at
I remember
picnics?
a picnic.
I remember somebody saying this.
Everyone just has like awesome
yeah,
picnic
yeah.
boxes and
That's
just
crazy.
goes out all the time.
Yeah.
You just have to bring
like
sandwiches
that.
with you everywhere,
Yeah, you
and then
just
you're
like-
good. It's-
yeah.
It's a picnic.
Yeah, what qualifies a picnic? Do they
I
have
think
to be
you gotta
blankets?
go into the park,
Okay.
sit down with some friends.
On a blanket?
Yeah, bring a
With some
baguette.
friends.
It's like a
Some
drinking
grapes.
picnic park.
And you're basically having a picnic.
Yeah, you're totally having a picnic at that point.
I also have one more news article for you guys. I think, Luke, you might be especially
Interested?
interested in this one. On October 21st, Arby's, the entire Arby's
You've
chain
got my attention, baby.
in America will be selling deer burgers. We'll be selling
Euphoria.
venison burgers for one day only.
One day.
One day
Why they
only.
gotta play me like that? That's mean.
On October 21st.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Wow. Happy day.
Yeah, they did it last year for a month in 6 states. Some locations sold out within 15 minutes.
Whoa.
I think
on
open.
take a hint, Arby's. People want venison, man. Like it's good stuff.
The thing is that to produce that much venison, it took them an entire year from last year. So since they did it last year, ever since then they've been working with a company in
trying
New
to get some
Zealand
more.
to get enough.
So is it
venison?
Are they doing?
Just hunting
It'll be
deer.
stag then, right? If it's coming from New Zealand, it's red stag down there. It's
probably.
not. It won't be whitetail. Yeah. It's still. Man, that's delicious stuff though. But like.
Of course, he knows.
White stag, not the red tail. What do
red-
they have at the North Pole, buddy?
They don't have any deer up there, but they do have caribou in the northern
Reindeer.
area, and that's a form of deer. Caribou are like, caribou are often
reindeer?
They're similar to reindeer. They're very similar. It's actually a lot of times people portray reindeer and they make them look like caribou, like in the Santa Claus. They look like caribou. They call them reindeer. It's like they're not the same thing.
They do look like caribou now that you say that. Like in every like Santa Claus movie with Tim
they-
Allen. They probably use caribou.
They are just caribou.
They're just caribou. Yeah, exactly. And those are the deer of the north. Then they've got elk, obviously in the northern parts. There's moose. There's whitetail. There's mule deer. There's Sitka deer. There's all sorts. And then there's red stag over in Scotland, which are also down in New Zealand. In parts of Australia, they have stag down there. They have smaller ones as well, but yeah. So
Along with the deer that they will be serving up in Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana, they will also be selling elk sandwiches.
Man, oh man.
To go along with the deer.
So is it going to be in Canada?
Nope.
Damn.
Only in America.
Across the border.
Yep.
Luke's got a road
Making a trip, baby. Here we go.
Yeah.
Got to make this happen. That's cool though. I really like that. I do understand that it's a little bit of an issue to procure that much.
Yeah.
Obviously. And if they sell it that fast, it's cool. It might be better if they didn't make it a kind of a constant thing, and if it was just more of like a special limited edition thing.
I think that's the only way they'll keep it exciting like that. Like if they just added it to their menu, then people wouldn't care that much.
And you think about it, like that's a really good way for them to generate a lot of revenue really quickly.
A lot of buzz.
And in a way, it's also kind of a cool way to make their brand gain some ground. To do something like that. It gets people who might have otherwise been uninterested or not care to be like, oh, like even me. Now I'm like, I think I'll try Arby's next time. Now that I found out they're doing that.
Do you think it also could work in the opposite way?
It could. There are people who
think
would. Yeah,
Arby's is a complete redneck chain because it's serving up deer.
And their
elk.
symbol is a cowboy hat. So
Yeah.
I know. That's a very fair point as well. But I think based on the fact that what you just said about sales last year, I think the pros outweigh the cons in this situation for sure. As a business decision, I like it.
And I don't know too much about the brand of Arby's, but I feel like they might already sort of
appeal to the cowboy and all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. The Tim McGraw.
No
cowboy in
one's
me.
going to Arby's for a first class meal.
I
It's
only
true.
go to Arby's for curly fries
Yeah.
personally.
Which
curly fries are good.
will be included on the burgers.
See,
Actually,
Curly fries on the burgers?
okay, I'll give you
Or with the burgers.
the sandwiches.
We need answers, man.
The sandwiches
On the
features
burger? That's crazy.
a thick slab of venison steak with crispy onions and juniper berry cabernet
I'm getting
sauce
hungry, man. This sounds delicious.
on a toasted roll.
Have you ever had venison?
Yes. No, I've had moose meat. I've never had venison.
How do you like the moose?
Moose was very good. Someone gave it to me on a sandwich. Like they went hunting with their family, and
Yeah,
then they're
man.
like, it was like at the lunch cafeteria, like, yo, try this moose sandwich. I was like, I got to. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to, but I have to. Like, you know, it's like,
For sure.
when am I gonna be asked that again?
Yeah, that's a very fair point. Yeah. But it's good. I really
It
like
was delicious. It
Yeah.
was like moist. I was like, wow, like,
It's a good word, moist.
It's a very bad word.
like, I'll give you another one. Succulent. It was
Very
This
succulent.
is even worse. Oh.
I don't mind that word at all. But that's, yeah, it's great. And venison is in the same vein. I know a lot of people because like I grew up and I hunt. Obviously, I know you guys know that, but for our viewers out there, I grew up and I did a lot of hunting and fishing when I was younger. I don't get it as much as I'd like to, but a lot of people don't necessarily like that stuff because they say it tastes really wild and gamey. I love it.
How can something taste wild? It's like, oh my God, like I taste the freedom in this.
No,
like,
what they mean though is like the muscles get used more in wild animals, so there's more blood that goes through the muscle tissue and fiber, so it's thicker, and it gets used more. So sometimes there are more striations in the muscles as opposed to a domestic animal that doesn't necessarily get as much exercise.
yeah.
Luke, the scientist.
Wow.
The facts.
Yeah, there's science.
That
behind
makes
it.
sense. That's actually cool. That's the answer I was looking for.
There you go, man. That's what I'm here for.
Cool.
That's why you guys keep me around.
That was cool.
Random trivia.
It wasn't clean like a pop song is, you know what I mean? But
Like
that's what I
raw
was doing.
pop.
That's what I was doing. Yeah.
That's cool that that's kind of like the mix you had gone for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the visual of the VHS matches
Right,
the
right.
fidelity, I guess.
Right.
The-
Thank you.
Looks like it almost could have just been like a home video someone just like came across.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
No, exactly.
George just dancing to this song in the backyard, you know.
Right.
I feel like this
Dude.
is such a funny like working relationship to like watch. if
I
you
know
were
it
just
is, man.
there.
I'm telling you, like she's there with the camera, and I'm like, stand there. And if she's not on that blade of grass, she's not on the right blade of grass. I can't have it,
You
right?
lose it.
Oh my, I feel bad, but like, no, she's really good. She's really
You
good.
put her to work.
No,
eh?
she's great, man.
Shout out to Nicole.
Yeah, sure.
Last year, I shot a video for Anela in the early hours, shot and edited it.
Which one did you do?
It was their first one, right?
The one in
Yeah.
the streets?
Yep.
You did that one? I watched that all the time. I literally watched that like a week ago. I
It's
didn't know it. I had
one
no
of
idea.
the few projects
blushing.
that I look back on, and I don't actually hate. I'm like, oh, this is decent. When we were downtown, Anela had trouble singing along to the song, only because I messed up. The version of the song that she gave me was pretty quiet.
Right.
I didn't limit it at all. I didn't boost the level at all.
Okay, yeah.
So when we put it on the speakers, it was so quiet.
Right,
She couldn't
she
hear
couldn't
it.
hear it,
So
yeah.
she had to play it off the phone and put it in her pocket while she was walking.
Yeah.
That's why she has her
Sing
hands in
along.
her
Yeah.
pockets.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny to hold her phone.
Yeah. It was very
Funny.
DIY.
Memory is another.
What else is on there?
Okay, I have a viral letter to Santa Claus that a 6-year-old wrote. Sarah McCammon, she's an NPR reporter, tweeted a photo of one of her son's letters to Santa, and he's not really feeling the whole Santa thing. I'll just read the letter for you and
Okay.
let you know.
He's a little angry at the big man.
Okay. Dear Santa, I'm only doing this for the class. I know your naughty list is empty. I know your good list is empty. I know your life is empty. He goes on. You don't know the troubles I've had in my life. Goodbye. Love, I'm not telling you my name.
Oh my god. What? What's the beef?
Little 6-year-olds?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
You don't know the troubles I've had in my life. That's what he wrote. Little 6-year-old.
He's an old soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an old soul, man. That guy's been through some stuff.
Oh my
You don't know.
gosh.
Sarah tweeted along with that,
so
like,
bad, though. Like,
the troubles in his life were his brother.
That's troubles.
Yeah.
I had a younger brother come into my family.
Like
My mom gave birth to another child.
he
That's
does
not
it
a
pretty
gift.
hard.
That's not a gift.
Your
Santa.
life is empty.
What? Like what? Where does he get that?
This week, because we have Curtis on, and he is going to school to become a civil engineer, I thought we'd have a face-off in engineering knowledge and music production knowledge in a game
see.
called House Builder versus Beat Builder.
oh.
So we'll go back and forth, asking each of you multiple choice questions. I'll ask Owen questions about civil engineering, and I'll ask Curtis songs about music production.
Questions about music production.
Yeah.
You said songs about music production.
So
Didn't even notice.
no. I'll ask each of you 5 songs. If one of you gets a question right,
You said it again.
sorry, I have songs on my brain. Okay. I'll ask each of you 5 questions.
Switching the rules up on me.
Yeah.
5 questions.
If you get a question wrong, if the other person can answer it right in the field that they're actually going to school for, they will get half a point.
Oh, okay.
So if I ask you an engineering question, you get it wrong,
And I answer
and
it.
to answer
and
it
I get
right,
a point.
yeah, you get half point.
Cool.
Okay.
Excellent.
Ready?
Sounds good.
Start with you, Owen.
Let's do it.
Okay. In mortar, the binding material is A, cement, B, sand, C, cinder. In mortar, the binding material is cement, sand, or cinder.
Cement.
That is correct. Good job. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was about to get half a point if you got it wrong.
Okay. Next question goes to Curtis. What does A&R stand for? Artist and research, artistic and reliable, artist and repertoire, artist and resources. A&R. Artist and research, artistic and reliable, artist and repertoire, artist and resources.
I want to say artist and resources.
Is that your final answer?
I mean, yeah, fine. We'll just stick with artist and resources.
That is wrong.
Oh.
It is, what is it, Owen?
Artist and repertoire.
Yes, it's C.
Artist and repertoire.
Owen takes the lead with 1.5 points. Okay.
So repertoire means like
The songs.
Yeah.
The repertoire that someone
So
that
an
an
A&R
artist
for a
plays.
label is responsible for like finding artists and finding songs for their artists and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Going back to Owen. The minimum water content in which the soil begins to crumble when rolled into 3 millimeter, a diameter of 3 millimeters is known as what? The plastic limit, the shrinkage limit, or the permeability limit? The minimum water content.
Permeability limit.
Wrong.
It's
Curtis?
3.2 millimeters and it's the plastic limit.
Sorry. Yes, that's true. Yes, the plastic limit. Sorry, I didn't get the 0.2 in there.
It's K. I just know that because that's on my exam tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm studying before we do this. That's why.
He's ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the score is 1.5 to 0.5. Back to Curtis. Which of these items will not affect a guitar sound when recording? Okay. The string size, amp choice, player, pickguard type, microphone choice.
Which will not?
Which will not? String size, amp choice, player, pickguard type, microphone choice.
Pickguard type.
Yes, that's correct. Tied it back up.
All right.
1.5 apiece. Going back to Owen. The ratio. The ratio of shearing stress to shearing strain within elastic limit is known as shear modulus elasticity, bulk modulus elasticity, tangent modulus of elasticity. Ugh, that's a tongue twister. The ratio of shearing stress to shearing strain.
Whichever one that you messed up on
is known as shear modulus of elasticity.
The last one.
Bulk modulus of elasticity or tangent modulus of elasticity. Last one. D. C, I guess. C. That is wrong. Curtis?
It's the modulus of elasticity.
Which one? Shear or bulk or tangent?
Shear.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
How did you even come up with the fake answers?
I searched in civil engineering quiz. And then I just took questions from that.
Ooh.
Yep.
I see.
Okay. Curtis takes the lead with 2 points.
2.5.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Another term for a bridge in a song is the change up, the refrain, the breakdown, the middle eighth. The change up, the refrain, the breakdown, the middle eighth.
Wait. I want to say the change up.
That is wrong. There are lots of change up in songs. There's change up every verse and a chorus. It's not the refrain either. A refrain is
okay. Refrain is my second answer. But
Sorry.
it was gonna be wrong either way, so it doesn't even matter.
Owen, sorry.
You're kind of wrong because it's just the middle 8.
Yeah.
It's not middle 8.
Sorry.
It's middle 8 because it means middle 8 bars.
Yeah.
In the middle of the song.
Yeah.
It's the middle 8.
It's my bad. My bad.
That's hard though, because like all those are kind of also used to say bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. But like middle 8's like the most proper term.
Mm-hmm.
Like a traditional like composer would be like, the song needs a middle 8.
Mm-hmm. Breakdown's like a solo, which can be a bridge.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like if I answered that, would I have gotten any credit with it?
No. Tied back up again. Owen, an aircraft is flying in an atmosphere of 30 degrees Celsius with a speed of 1,260
I think mine is so much harder.
kilometers per hour. An aircraft is flying in an atmosphere of 30 degrees Celsius with a speed of 1,260 kilometers per hour. Its speed is known as subsonic, sonic, or Mach.
Subsonic.
Incorrect.
Wow, swear right there.
What is it? Subsonic, sonic, or Mach?
It's flying how fast?
1,260 kilometers per hour.
What are the options? I haven't studied kinematics in a while.
Subsonic, sonic, or Mach?
Sonic.
It's true.
Excellent.
Nice guess.
Man, I was so close with the sub.
Yep.
How much more questions?
3 more. 2 for you, Owen. 1 for Curtis. Curtis is leading by 0.5.
Yeah.
Last time if we kept the score right. What is a sunset clause? A contractual term that results in a manager getting paid after they are fired, the specified time of day a studio is legally required to shut down for the night, a live music agreement for operating hours, an agreement between band members and any member and that any member can quit at any time. An agreement that between band members that any member can quit at any time. Sunset clause.
I want to say the band one.
The band one. D. An agreement between band members that any members can quit at any time. That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Owen?
I think it was A. Repeat them again.
A is a contractual term that results in a manager getting paid after they're fired.
Oh, yeah, because it's a club.
Yeah, if you fire your manager, there's a sunset clause.
Which means like they're like responsible for like some of your income for the next certain amount.
They get
well, it depends.
But usually they
for
get
the
a
next
percent
12
of their,
months, 18 months.
It depends on the contract, but they still get a percentage of your revenue after you fire them, because they are responsible for it even if they're not directly working for you. Here we go, Owen. You could clinch here if you get this right, I think. Clinch? You could be up by 1.5 and then
it's done?
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Curtis can't come back with a final question.
Okay, this guess better be worth it.
A joule is the unit of work, force, power, or torque.
C, power.
Power? Incorrect.
Force. It's force.
You're already wrong.
No.
A joule is a unit of work. It's true.
What?
Yep.
Work?
Yeah. Work.
Nah, man. Really?
Yeah.
Acceleration over distance. Does that work?
It's kinematics.
Yeah.
I'm not kinematics in a while.
Okay.
I just remember.
Work?
So you were down by 0.5, I think.
Yeah, because you said he would have gone up by 1.5.
Oh, maybe it's tied now. Yeah, it's tied.
Okay.
It's tied again, I think.
Okay.
You should have been keeping score, Owen.
So how do we do this? I don't know. I'm keeping score.
Okay, if he gets this, then he wins. If he doesn't get this and you get it, then you win.
All right.
Ready?
So
okay.
Okay.
What EQ filter would be used to remove low frequency rumble from a sound? A notch filter, bell filter, high pass filter, low pass filter. Notch filter.
I'd like to phone a friend.
Bell filter. Sorry, that's not an option in this game. High pass filter or low pass filter?
Low pass filter.
The low pass filter is incorrect.
High pass filter.
It's true.
What? It's a low. It's like a low rumbling sound. What? I don't understand.
A low pass filter lets the high frequencies pass.
No.
That's okay. Okay. If you really want to get technical,
a low pass filter lets the low frequencies
yes
pass. You said the opposite.
Did I? A high pass frequency.
It's real.
Lets the high frequencies pass.
I said high pass because we're getting rid of low.
Yes.
So I'm letting the highs pass and getting rid of the lows.
Yes. It's sort of backwards.
But no, it's like high pass.
Yeah.
That's why I think of it.
It's because when you filter something out, there's a thing called the pass band. It's just a group of frequencies that you aren't affecting at all. That's called the pass band. So if the pass band is high, then you're filtering out all the low end. And if the pass band is low, like a low pass filter, all the high frequency is being.
It's pretty intense, man.
So I pulled up the lyrics from this song, and I will just start from the beginning.
Okay,
you guys.
I'm ready.
I knew you from first sight, as if we had been calling for each other. The DNA in my veins tells me you're the one I've been searching for. Our meeting is a mathematical formula, religious commandments, law of the universe, the proof of fate that has been given to me. You are the source of my dreams. Take it. Destiny's been chosen to the hand that I extend to you.
Okay, the first thing I think of when I think of that is those like really well made spoken word like YouTube videos where like the British kids are like,
oh yeah,
like they're just like, I extend my hand to you.
Yeah,
that's how
they're
like stuff like
they're
that. And, like the
rapping.
words pop up on the screen, everything they say. Like,
From the day the universe was birthed, over the infinite centuries, in our past lives, and probably in our next two, we are together eternally.
this is Macbeth, bro. This is like some Shakespeare stuff.
It sounds pretentiously deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds a little bit too, but I mean, it could be a rough translation. It could be very, and also I'm pretty sure the Korean language is different, like very different from English.
And just different culture in
Yeah.
general.
Mm-hmm.
That's such an interesting concept to me to have to rhyme and speak in a different language.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I'm sure some languages almost impossible. Like, have you ever heard like a German poem?
Yeah, I mean, I know, but I mean,
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm
like,
saying,
he's like, yeah, let me recite one right now.
Let me recite one real
Pulling
quick.
out the pocket.
That would be awesome, man.